Wednesday morning, everybody. How are we doing? We have a lot on the docket today, and I think my plans might have actually just entirely changed. I'm not joking. I just realized that my Red Refight was on August 29th. It's currently September 6th. It should be up. We might have to double check that. We might have to make Wobbufets, level Wobbufets. We have a lot to do. What's up, Kuroshi? Good morning, everybody. Today was possibly the most normal breakfast I've ever had before a stream. I simply had English muffins. Nothing unhinged. No Pop Rocks, Hershey bars. No hot dogs. No pie. No cake. No ice cream for breakfast. Literally just English muffins. We're reformed, boys. We're reformed. Anyways, I wanted to actually go ahead and jump into, first things first, Johto Goals. Johto Goals have been changing a bit, but I haven't updated my Johto Goals in quite a while. I think it's about time we do that. So we're going to start things off immediately by jumping into Johto Goals. Let me turn down the music just a tad. So previously, my goals for Johto: shiny hunt, new great spots, Miltank, Tauros, etc. Whatever they add, we don't know for sure yet. I'm going to go ahead and re-auto this. What's some word? Errata? Change, fix. Shiny hunt, Miltank, Tauros, Dratini, Delibird, Nubble. We'll do the main ones for now. We'll do the main times 5 horde hunts. I think that looks pretty good. Those are the 4 main ones that I think that I want, unless I'm forgetting something. But we're gonna re-auto that. We're gonna change that to that. Completing my Pokedex for Mount Silver. Completed. We did that, ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty. We did it. We completed that one. We can go ahead and adjust that. Times 100 of every new ball. I might want to go for like 10. I might go for like a stack of 10 of every new ball. How much do they cost? I'll have to double check that. That's actually an important one. What's the name of one of the new balls? Dream Ball? People have talked about Dream Ball a lot and how it's very good. People say Dream Ball is really good. Maybe I can do 100 of each ball. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I mean, it's 140k for that. That's fine. I don't know how many new balls there are. I think that's fine. We'll go for that at some point. We'll keep that up there. It says something Leppas are stocked up on. We'll go ahead and we'll just delete it like that. There we go. 100 stacks of every ball. Get new hidden ability access PvP relevant Pokemon. I still haven't done this. I really want a Politoed and Ninetales, Droughts, Drizzle. That'll be good. I don't think I've gotten any exciting new ones other than that. Go for all Ocarinas. I have worked pretty hard on that, actually. I actually bought multiple, like 3 or 4 Ocarinas I bought during Johto. For the time being, this is going to be I'm going to delete this. This is going to be a non-Johto goal. That's just like a general PokeMMO goal that I have, which will still be the case. I still want to eventually collect all our Ocarinas, but it's no longer a Johto goal. And then we're going to add a new goal. Raikou. Hunt, or catch Raikou, I guess. Catch Raikou. And then we could add something like Rebattle Red every week. But I don't think it's like super. We would just do that anyway. But I think that's it. We got rid of a lot of goals. We added 1 new goal. Other than that, I think this is pretty good. My goals for Johto currently, I still have 4 goals left. Some sort of shiny hunt where I feel comfortable. 100 new balls. And then I want to get PvP builds going at some point. That's one that I've been neglecting pretty heavily. So that's my thoughts heading into today. That's my current goals. And I'm going to sit here and just hunt for Raikou for a little bit while I go ahead and mentally prep and figure out what I want to do for the Red Refight today. I kind of love seeing that, man. French people were so hyped when when like a French guy caught shiny Raikou. It was kind of wholesome. It got a little dodgy here and there if you're shitting on other regions. It's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Let's, wind it back a bit. But I don't know. I think it's cute and wholesome to see French people popping off and being excited because they caught, I think it's cool. It's a good meme. You gotta tone it back a bit sometimes, but I don't know. It was a cool thing to see in my comments. My comments were all like Baguette Spam. It was, dude, it was a good meme. I wonder how much that guy will sell Raikou for. Fuck, they're gonna sell Raikou as well. What if Teresa and I don't know who well, the other guy's name was. What if Teresa, oh, what am I doing? What if Teresa and the other guy buy the first 3? Like, what if they buy the first shiny Suicune, the first shiny Raikou, and the first shiny Entei? Do they have to commit now at this point? I doubt it. How fucking sick. That would actually be kind of sick. That would, like, she's a hoarder. That's actually kind of impressive, though. Like, I feel like if at that point you're reaching, like, that's actually so unbelievably impressive. Like, in my, like, as a Pokemon historian and collector, and that's like such levels of, if they have the money, dude, if they can, also, like, it's if they sell. Like, they have to hope that the person they're buying from is willing to sell. You forgot Wobbufett? I'm not going to do the fight. All right, okay, red is here. Red is here, so we can do the fight if we want to. Let's go ahead and head back to Mount Silver. I think we just go ahead and start trading Wobbufetts. Keck W. How many billions do they have? Usually when people get, like, really rich, and this is like in any game, not just PokeMMO, usually when people get really rich, they keep it private. Like, how much they actually, like, how, like, the real amount they have, right? Usually it's pretty private information because it just makes them a target for hackers. If someone, like, if you get hacked because your information leaks, like, that sucks or whatever. But if, like, someone knows you're really wealthy and they can target you and really go after you, it's a hugely another issue. And it's really scary. Yeah, I'm buying these Wobbufetts for wicked cheap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of that. Just looking for ones that are level 50. Level 50 plus. Anything, like, the more XP, the better. Do 50. This one's a 54 for 7k. It's a little more Pokeyen, but it's probably worth it, honestly. And then we'll do 55 and then a 53. Okay. Time to XP train. Time to XP train. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for it. I don't need that much. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might only need to level, like, 1 Wobbufett to 72-ish to be able to repel trick, and, like, that's it. But part of me still wants to, like, full go into leveling so I can sell them after, because selling Wobbufetts at level 72 or 70 plus is, like, so good. It feels like let me double check before I commit. Let's double check our base. Let's not make a mistake. Let's not waste time. If I do this, sort by minimum level 70, they're 40k. Okay, they're a lot less than they used to be. I sold a bunch of these level 70s for like 150, 120, 150k. I actually made out like a bandit on my last red gym rerun. Okay, if they're 40k ish, I probably just level 1. Probably just level 1, and I could level the other ones later if I want to, like, do that for profit or whatever. Here, we'll go ahead and let me buy my sweet scent. I'll do 1 horde or 1, like, inventory, 1 you'll see, we'll do 1 inventory full slot of leveling all of them with XP all. We'll pop an XP charm, and then eventually I'll throw them all on the PC and just level 1, and that'll commit to it, and that'll be good. I'm probably not going to pop a 100% charm because I feel like I'm not going to be here for all of it. We're probably going to do a 50% charm. But what is it? How much are they right now? Because I know they're kind of all over the place. Yeah, 60k. Like, it's kind of expensive. Yeah, I'm going to pop a smaller one, so I don't mind. We're going to do this. Pop, 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 sweet scent, XP train, and we'll see what it looks like in a bit. Do you think they'll ever add hidden ability for Blaziken? I don't see them adding hidden ability for Blaziken or, like, hidden ability for, like, Slowbro, for example, until the metagame is much more power crept. Like one day they'll probably add it, but they'll also, like, by then we probably have, like, Gen 7, Gen 8 Pokemon. We probably have Toxapex. We probably have, like, I feel like at that point, like, it's too busted. I feel like we're so far, like, I could see one day it happening, but it would have to be, like, decades. Like, I don't see it happening for decades of power creep and power level. Like, I feel like you have to have, like, Landorus T, or like what tier is Speed Boost Blaziken in Gen 9? Like, is it, it's not in Ubers, right? I'm pretty sure it's, like, I could be wrong. I don't keep up to date super hard. We need Megas for it to be viable for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. When it's not a problem, it will happen. Yes, I actually love that sentence. I think I actually fully agree. I think when it's not a problem, when, like, as soon as it's not busted in a current metagame, that's when it will get added. But that's so long from now. I definitely should EV train these. I actually totally forgot about that. So I should go level these at Wobbufett really quick. That was sorry, I should level them at Lickitung. That's a huge mistake on my part. It's fine. Thankfully, we have like a bunch of extra EVs to spare, so it's totally fine. You have 5, 10 EVs, and the only EVs that matter on these is putting 252 into HP. So we could sit here for like a couple more minutes and even make more mistakes, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna put all these Wobbufets away. Kind of wish I was able to EV train this one. Is this one gonna be okay? I mean, it should be fine. We'll see. I'm gonna just level this one, and that I just want to get this one up to level 70 or whatever. And then we can use the rest of the HP charm on whatever. But as long as I get this one up to level 72, I should be good. The reason why level 70 plus, but like level 72 Wobbufets are so good is because you can't rappel up the mountain unless you have high enough mons. So if you try to rappel up the mountain with like level, even if you can defeat red with level 50 Wobbufets, you can't rappel up the mountain, and it's a huge fucking pain. And you like you might not be able to escape with like smoke ball and stuff still, because they're just like so high level, like level 65 Parasect you can see. It's a huge pain. So a lot of people will be willing to pay a lot more for level 72 Wobbufets, which makes a lot of sense. Here, someone left a comment on my why adding legendaries to PokeMMO is mostly bad video, where I feel like I gave fair points. This guy, and I don't know if I agree or disagree. I want to read through this, guys, and kind of just think about it live. This would all make sense if pseudo legendaries weren't already in the game. Landorus T isn't crazy above Garchomp or Hydreigon. Maybe it's because I'm not a OU PvP expert. I don't practice enough. I think that Landorus T, from what I've seen and from everything that I've watched via VGC and competitive Pokemon and the history of Pokemon, Landorus T seems way better than Garchomp and Hydreigon, especially Garchomp without Swords Dance and Hydreigon without Draco Meteor. You have to remember, PokeMMO is not just Pokemon. It's not the same game. There are custom balancing changes. Garchomp not being able to get Swords Dance is insane, especially staring down and intimidate Landorus T. Hydreigon not being able to get Draco Meteor to pressure the Lando switch in is insane. So this guy says cap legendaries at 600 BST and make all box art legendaries 670 BST. I think custom changing base stat totals of Pokemon to rebalance them in PokeMMO, I actually am hugely in favor of that, I will say. But Landorus T is, yeah, literally define the metagame. Yeah, Landorus T is insane. I don't think Garchomp, and Garchomp's obviously insane, but I think it's Lando T is way not comparable to Garchomp and Hydreigon, especially without the moves I mentioned. King of the minigames, replayable boss fights. Maybe Regigigas can be catchable since the ability is so trash. Also, they could give legendaries to gym leaders to make them more difficult. They already do that for gym rebattles. This guy makes, I think the one point he makes that I think is interesting that I agree with is the BST thing, but I think just dumping down on the BST just isn't a very smart or like educated way, or like what's the word, precise pinpoint way to properly balance things. Like, yeah, it's gonna like generally help and generally do some stuff, but like, is that really how we want to like hold it to like an all-out standard? I think looking at each legendary individually and being like, okay, this is okay to add to the game, this isn't, this is broken, this isn't, like, I think doing it one by one and case by case is way better than just a general rule of BST lowering. But that's just me. Once again, I'm not a PvP expert, I'm not an OU expert. I've been playing the game for a really long time. I have a lot of like understanding and like time, but like I don't practice, I don't play actively. The metagame is a little beyond me when it comes to like the deep stuff, right? I know the basics, but that's kind of where I'm at. Dude, I would love me some Gastro Acid, Regigigas, and doubles. Are you kidding me? I used to try to run Gastro Acid Shuckle with slacking in doubles. I didn't do very much of it, but I should try it again. It's a fun meme. I love little cheesy stuff like that. Dude, I'm scared of Regenerator Slowbro. Imagine Assault Vest U-turn and Lando T running around. That's like on par, if not even a little scarier. I feel like, hilariously, maybe I'm just a loser, I think I'm actually more scared of Regenerator Slowbro than Assault Vest. Or just Lando T in general. I'm terrified of Regenerator Slowbro. That Pokemon's a pain in the ass. It's just so annoying. I don't think we have enough power for it, but that's a whole other discussion. Like, yeah, I think Regenerator Slowbro just creates so many like free switches and is like actually just bad for the game competitively. It would like be really, really unfun, and like you'd have to, it'd be like a necessary thing to like run it. Chansey is a really good, well-balanced Regenerator mon, where like if you can predict a Chansey switch in. If someone keeps bringing in Chansey to like teleport to get free switches on you, then you can like make a prediction, go to Conkeldurr and like go for a Mach Punch or like go for something, right? Like you can outplay it versus Regenerator Slowbro. We talked about this earlier. Superior can't one-shot Regenerator Slowbro with a Leaf Storm, which is fucking insane. The fact that you can like that's just insane. So I have this level to 72, so that's just done. And I feel like while I have my XP charm, I might as well level the other ones. Feels a little funny, but I want to go ahead and do that. Claim to party. Yeah, while I have my XP charm up, because I think I eventually do want to level these up to 72 and sell them, even though it's like only 40k or whatever. It's still not bad. I actually have no idea how this sushi place near me stays in business. It's unironically the best sushi I've ever had. It's $25 for all you can eat sushi. I swear to God, every time I go there, I get like 10 rolls. I don't know how I don't eat them out of business. I actually have no idea how they stay in business. I will go there and I will get 10 rolls. I get the boat. They bring the sushi to me in the boat every time because I fucking get so much. Dude, what I do is I work out, I fast all day, I make it a whole event. I make my entire day centered around this sushi buffet, and I just fast and I work out and I get ready, and then I get that reward at the end of the tunnel, and I just gorge myself in like 10 to 12 rolls of sushi. It's like 6,000 calories or some shit. And then I just don't eat the next day until like 5 p.m. It's so good. 10 rolls is unhinged. I think the max I've ever done is like 12 to 13. I am the fullest I've ever been in my entire life after every time. It's crazy. But oh my God, is it the best value, and it's so good. It's so good. It's so phenomenal. Sushi buffets, man. Some are really good. Some can have shit quality, obviously, but like I'm really lucky to have one really good near me. I didn't even mention the best part of this sushi buffet place. It's also unlimited, all you can eat like fried rice and hibachi. They also have just like incredible steak hibachi. It's unlimited. You can eat like crab rangoon, beef gyoza. Like it's all you can eat. Like all these apps and shit as well. It's not just sushi. It's insane. I actually don't know how they're out of business. It's fucking crazy. Like steak hibachi, chicken, like all these hibachis, lo mains, rice, like. You'll go to most sushi places and it'll be like fucking 10 to 20 bucks depending on quality for like one roll. Dude, I could just go to this place, 25 bucks for all you can eat, everything in the whole world, be the happiest man alive, and leave absolutely busting off the buttons. 2,000 encounters, kind of pog. Do I have more discharges? Okay, I'll keep going here then. I'm really excited to see how 2 amulet coin runs start to develop. People were doing them before Johto, and I feel like that was a little silly, but I do think it could get really interesting. I think like now that we have Johto, it could get actually a lot more fun and like more worth it, right? Crazy money making method. Work at McDonald's for $11 an hour, and then look how many donator vouchers you can buy. New money making method unlocked. I'm actually glad you brought that up, Marco. I don't know if you have heard me talk about that, but that's actually exactly what I did. I'm low-key thinking of getting an Android tablet just for PokeMMO. Would love to have it for iOS. Yeah, iOS installation and stuff just kind of sucks for PokeMMO. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I personally bought like a $30 to $50 like hyper cheap Android tablet. Now obviously I do have to like be on Wi-Fi for it, so if you like truly want it on the go, you have to like think about that, right? But if you have access to Wi-Fi wherever you want to play it, it might be fine to just get like a really cheap tablet. I was shocked, dude. The tablet, I feel like I got like a referral link or something. The tablet that I got is so bright, the screen, like it works so well for PokeMMO. I was expecting a very cheap, shitty experience, but it actually just worked perfectly. And obviously PokeMMO like isn't the hardest thing in the world to run, but man, it was super good. Here comes my XP charm dying out. Rest in peace. We got a lot of levels on these Wobbas. I'll end up XP training them later on to sell them off. They're all pretty close-ish. We can also just level them next week, like next refight. I'm surprised. It's been 26 days and they haven't nerfed the Wobbufett strat yet. I am genuinely kind of shocked by that. I did not think I was going to be able to get another refight on red with this strategy, yet here we are. Let's go fight red. Let's go get it prepped first. All right. Whew. It is time to go refight red. I have my level 72 Wobbufett in the lead. I'm going to pop a repel. That should leave me with some pretty good safety. We're going to run all the way up the mountain with our repels and everything. We're going to pop a 100% charm. I only have 100% BP charm. I don't know if that's actually worth. It's probably better money-wise to use a 50% BP charm, but I'm actually okay. I'm actually okay with paying more money to make less with BP, because the thing that I care about collecting BP for the most right now is for the exclusive secret base items that I would love to do a video on and kind of love to explore and have the BP to actually purchase those. So we'll get to that soon. But for now, I'm going to run to the top of the hill and I will see you guys at the fight. Never seen a team like this, lol. Yeah, this is the utmost skill-based Pokemon team right here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you excited for the thrilling skill-based red fight? Let's go ahead and pop our charms. Let's jump directly into it. Let's see how things go. Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so stupid. Oh fuck. I forgot to teach them all counter. Oh, I'm so dumb, bro. Holy. You only need it on 2, one and another. You're right for Lax and yeah. Okay, for Lax, right? Okay, you're right. Okay. Let's name them so I actually properly know that. Counter. Did this one? Yeah. Counter. Okay. That should be fine. Okay, we actually don't lose that much time, but I have to run. I have to actually APM fucking not turbo non-bonk up the mountain now. Yeah, it's gonna have wasted around 3 minutes. That could have been way worse. That's not that bad. And huge shout out to Mist for saying it saved me a lot of time and money to not have to heart scale all of them. I only have to heart scale 2. But I have to play it a little properly because of that. So we'll have to actually keep in mind the level 66 one. Okay, here it is. Whew. I feel like every single red fight I make a million mistakes. It's also possible that he freezes me, or like he could still fuck me here. If he freezes me with an ice beam on Blastoise or gets a para-hacked with body slam, I might have to reset as well. Water spout. Okay, that's good. That's good for me. Okay, we dodged the harder, the more difficult RNG loss here. So now I have to hope for no full para on body slam. If he body slams me, gets the para, the 30%, that's fine. But if he full paras me, I'm messed up. Okay, we're down to just Charizard and Snorlax. Charizard could air slash flinch me as well. So here's the Lax. Okay, here's Lax. I have to make sure to go to this one specifically. I have to make sure to go to the... yeah, okay, let's see. I've never lost to this fight yet, and it like has to happen at some point. So like, let's see. If he body slams, full paras me. He paras. We get it through. Yes. Okay. Woo! Even Comcast can't stop me. Comcast, you cannot bring me down far enough. Okay. You were close. Okay. You were close. But you can't stop Patrouski. Watch me get air slash flinch now. I'm going to actually cry. I'm going to actually just sob my way all the way home. Oh, man. Just don't flinch me. Okay, flamethrower. That's a W. Even if he burns me, it's a W. It's a W! Oh, it's a W, chat. We needed that after weird RNG, internet, smoke detector, crazy stuff happened today. IRL, weird RNG. We have our in-game RNG to always bring us home. 15k BP, 220k Pokeyen. You love to see it. He fades away into oblivion. See ya later, mate. Off to our gym run. It might actually be better on the weekly red fight to skip, is it Mistralton City? The one city that you actually start in. Wait, why can't I throw these away? Am I lagging? Why can't I? What the fuck just happened? Like, couldn't put them away. Where's my last Blastoise? Today's strange. Okay. Yeah, it might be better. I'm actually going to skip this gym, Nakreen. I'm actually going to skip Nakreen. Because it's so far in. I'd rather just go to, like, the second Sinnoh gym, I think. That you start at that gym, but it's a really long walk-in. So I think it's actually better to do this. A good way to nerf that Wobbufett strategy, I'm giving the devs ideas on how to ruin that own strat that I use. It's probably species clause, item clause, and then stealth rock setting or something at the start or something like that would definitely put a huge damper in it. We're gonna memento into eruption. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't talked about this that much, but it feels so good to be done with Twitch rewards, or to be caught up rather. Dude, for those who don't know, on my Twitch channel, on my streams, you can pay like 10k channel points to like redeem a Pokemon, which is awesome, and it's a really cool way for me to like give away like Patrouski OT Pokemon for people who ask. But man, I was like 2 months behind for a while, and I hate that shit. I hate owing people things. But I finally got done. Yesterday I did all of them, so I'm fully caught up. It actually took a while. I thought it was gonna take two days, but it only took one stream, which I'm happy about. But whew, got taken care of. That's like a huge relief off my shoulders, honestly, to get all that done. If you want to get a Patrouski OT Pokemon, check out the Twitch streams. That's actually an interesting question. The most efficient way to EV train and level 1 Pokemon right now is to go... Well, first you should probably EV train like 5 Pokemon at one time with Reamplifier, but Reamplifier is actually the most efficient way now, hilariously, I believe. And then you EV train 5 Pokemon at once, 4 to 5 in the same stats, and then you go XP train them individually or all together or whatever, and then use... Yeah, I think XP Reamplifier. XP Reamplifier is now the most efficient way to train, which is, yeah, it's a huge buff. It's actually good now. Any chance they never bring out Hidden Ability Gyarados again? I think they will bring it back at some point. Now when? Maybe this anniversary event, maybe the next Lunar New Year. That'd be my 2 guesses. I would guess either this anniversary event or next Lunar New Year for the Hidden Ability Gyarados, the comeback for the king. Because they have to be reintroduced somehow. The same way like Hidden Ability Fungus was reintroduced, even though it was event specific at first for a little bit. Do you think you'll ever attempt the Alpha Dex? I really like the idea of going for it. The Alpha Dex is actually really easy to get. It's just expensive, hilariously. You probably can make profit on it though if you're smart about it. But the Alpha Dex is achieved. You literally just buy the Pokemon and rebreed them with your OT. And that's it. That's how you do it. You don't have to go catch them in the wild. You do not have to catch them in the wild to actually get them as caught OT. It's just, you literally just buy one, rebreed it, Keck W, there's the Dex entry, which is kind of fun. I think it's a very different way to complete a Dex, quote unquote. I think it's kind of fun to have that different kind of Pokedex. It'd be more interesting, I think, if you had a wild catch them, though, for sure. Yo, Env, thanks for the donation, man. Can't donate IRL, but go with your shunts. Love your Loop from 1 hour videos the most. I would love to bring those back. Someone recommended Gibble recently. I really appreciate this, man. The 2 shiny charms. Thank you, man. It does help a lot. Shiny charms are a great donation. Helps with the shunts. Helps with fun. Helps Team Mister. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Dude, I am like overjoyed to hear all the positive feedback I got on the 63 things to do video. I was like petrified that people were just gonna leave negative comments on that video saying like, oh, like all there is to do in this game is shiny hunting and money making. Shake my head, there's nothing to do. I tried so hard to like create a diverse like list. I tried so hard on that because I really didn't want that critique to happen, which is why I grouped shunting into like ×3 and ×5 got their own number, and then single and fishing, and then like egg hunts and other rares. I only dedicated 3 spots to shunting, which in my opinion is very little when there's so much difference to those different kind of hunts and very like a huge difference in severity and difficulty and everything. So I tried really, really hard to make a really interesting, diverse list that people couldn't criticize. I think that's my goal with a lot of my YouTube comments, or a lot of my YouTube content, sorry. If the way that I think about it is if the only comments I get on my content are really like silly questions, and what I mean by silly questions is like questions that I literally answer in the video, that's a good sign to me, right? If I make my legendaries video and people say stuff like, oh, the way to solve legendaries is to just ban them in PvP, forehead. That would solve everything. Whereas in the video, I explained like why there's multiple other issues why that still wouldn't work. The social aspect, the PVM aspect, the balancing, the cheesiness of it, the non-special feeling of new players don't have Vermilion City, etc., etc. Like, if people only leave not good arguments or not good questions on my videos, that's actually a good thing. Because that means that I answered everything. It means I didn't leave any space for good questions to be asked, which hopefully means I answered everything. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different ways you can go with that. I have to like go back and really critique and go through each thing specifically. But if no good questions are being asked, it's almost like, oh, I didn't forget something. It's almost like when someone leaves a good question, like if I like made like for example, if I made a rare shunting guide and someone asked me, oh, hey, like, loved your video, but I was curious, is whether a Pokemon is shiny or not decided upon egg creation or egg hatch? That's a really good question. And I have to be like, oh, fuck, I forgot to say that. Like, if someone asks a good question, it means I forgot something. It means I messed up. But if someone asked a question that I literally answered in the video, or kind of like a silly question, then it's like, man, I did pretty good, or hopefully, right? That's the hopeful thing, or I just totally missed the mark and didn't communicate clearly at all, which is far in the other direction. Hopefully that's not the case, but that's possible as well. That's actually a really good question. Did you ever get scammed in RuneScape? No, I never got scammed once. Not ever. However, I got scammed 1 time in my entire history of gaming, and I never got scammed again. I got scammed once. It wasn't that bad. I was heartbroken, but it never happened again. back in like 2013, 2014 PokeMMO, someone was, I was trading, what happened? I think they were supposed to be paying me like 73k for like a good IV Pokemon, and they like put in the trade, but then like canceled it and was like, oops, mistyped or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, sorry. And then they put in 7,300 in the next trade as opposed to 73k. And I didn't notice until like 5 minutes later, and I didn't have all my Pokeyen. I tried to whisper them and they like blocked me. And I was like, damn. So I got scammed one time for like 70k Pokeyen, which to be fair, back then 70k Pokeyen was like actually like, that was like a full days of like Pokeyen back in like 2013. Like that was a lot, kind of, but like it was like a day. It wasn't anything crazy. It could have been a lot worse. But I was I remember like muting on TeamSpeak and just sinking my head and just being like mortified. And I never got scammed ever again after that because of that. I was like so heartbroken over my 70k Pokeyen scam. What's next? Raikou hunt? I think probably. I did my gym run. Let me check my to-do list. I did my gym run. Yeah, pretty much Raikou. That's about it. I rebattled Red, which I wasn't expecting to do today. Yep, Raikou time. Okay, so we're starting the second session, if you want to call it, the second part of the hunt at around 2,000 encounters. Now, I did around 700 or 800 before, so let's just take it at it. We have around 700 encounters done at 2k. That's like being very, very safe about our guesstimate. So we'll see how many encounters this takes. If I get a single encounter shiny Raticate before Raikou, that'd be a little bit of a bummer, I will say. I've literally hunted both Suicune and Raikou at this location. I wonder if it's worth to switch it up. Kind of interesting. You got a shiny Quilava on the way to your Raikou? No shot. Ratatouille, that's insane. If that's crazy. Phasing and getting a shiny on a shiny Quilava. Yes, sir. Dude, congratulations. That is actually insane. Dude, honestly, hearing about that Cyndaquil, that Quilava, makes me want to go. I hinted earlier, I kind of want to change locations. What other spots could I hunt for Raikou? Route 45 with lore. People talked about this spot. Where is this actually at in game is the question. I'm down, dude. Let's head over to it. I'm super down. Let's head over to Route 45. We're going to go inside this PC really quick. But I should get Quilava over here, and then I assume some other Pokemon. I could go for like the Cyndaquil spot, but I think I've heard people talk about. Yeah, look at this. It's also a really good spot because you just run back and forth. That's why there's people here. I knew that there's a Quilava right away. I know there's often people here, but I didn't realize it was this popular. Let's see what else is here. I'm actually really curious. Oh, does this spot have a shiny? Oh, it has a Graveler. Yeah, I need a damp Pokemon. Good fucking call. Dude, that's actually terrifying. I need a Dampmon ASAP. You're right. Good call, chat. Then so there's Skarmory and Quilava there. Graveler, Geodude, Donphan, Teddiursa, Skarmory, Quilava, Fanpeak, Gligar. Great summarization of all the spawns here. Thanks, German. I know there's a lot of discussion around what's the best shiny, but what's the worst one? Easy answer to this. Dewdong. It's not even close. Seal is at least cute with its like tongue and design. Dewdong like barely changes. It looks like shit. It's not an interesting Pokemon. Yeah, Dewdong. Dewdong is by far. I'd argue Persian is like the second worst. Shiny Meowth is good, but Persian's not. Dewdong is my least. Yeah, look at this. My least favorite shiny in the entire game. I think shiny Dewdong is easily the worst. Shiny Golden Go. Okay, in PokeMMO. Let's stick it to the topic at hand. I think Dewdong. Gengar even has more changes. Like he at least is like washed out. Like he has way more change than Dewdong. I think Dewdong is by far the worst. Persian's also up there for me. I really don't like shiny Persian. At least the ears only pink on the shiny. That's actually honestly something. Dewdong, in my opinion, the worst shiny in PokeMMO. I'll say it. I kind of really wish they would implement like just weird random items here and there that cost like really small amounts of RP so we could kind of get rid of like weird amounts like that. Like I have 25 RP. How am I ever gonna get rid of that? Right? Like I think I have to buy like a die or something. Yeah, I'd have to, well, even then I'd have to buy like multiple for it to even out. I really wish, I would love for them to implement like just something really cheap or like just to be able to dump our RP into. That's like 5 or 10 or like a really small increment, right, of RP that you can actually just, you know, get rid of it for essentially. ZZZ, another stream, another day where the doubters get rewarded. Shake my head, but I'm sorry, I streamed way longer today than I expect, like a 5-hour stream, but it's been a fun Wednesday. Hopefully, so it's supposed to be a shorter stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Like the video, like the stream if you did, dislike if not. If I'm stinky and if I smell, if my content's bad, feel free to dislike, it's okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. I upload every single day, 365 days a year, usually multiple times a day. A little bit addicted to it, love PokeMMO. Discord's down below if you want to join that. I stream Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET on Twitch and on YouTube. 12 p.m. ET. And if you want to go above and beyond, if my content has helped you out enough, if it's entertained you, been helpful to you, taught you something about PokeMMO, and you can afford it, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo is wildly appreciated and helps out a ton. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great morning. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Hey, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. Hopefully it was a positive asset on your day in some way. And thank you to everyone's name who's on this list, who is a massive positive asset to my day every single day. I appreciate you all. Thank you for going above and beyond and allowing me to do what I do.